Hello. Well, I'm not sure whether you're aware of the British Standard 11,000 collaborative business relationships, but here this is to help you develop better relationships both in a project level, maybe internally or externally with other supply chain partners or joint ventures or merger acquisitions that you may be going through. So here what we've done at Rialto, we've developed the BS 11,000 on a collaborative platform which is very visual, very intuitive and easy to use. Here you can see the three themes on the left: strategic engagement management, and the 8 stages which are color coded. So what we're going to do is we're just going to briefly go through each one of these so you can get an idea of what's involved. So the first one is awareness, and this is really for you to understand what you need to do within your organization to establish the basis for moving ahead with a collaborative relationship and utilizing BS 11,000. Here you can see what the objectives, developing what the relationship resource is, setting up responsibility in organization, and also doing an initial risk assessment within that. Moving on to that, you then actually come to your to the knowledge, and this is just working out what your capability is and the maturity within your and the competencies within your organization. And again, it's just to understand how you set up your knowledge management and risk management. And there are a lot of processes that may already exist within your business that you can utilize. Once you've done that, you can then conduct an internal assessment which really just evaluates the readiness of your organization to really support and move forward on a collaborative approach and develop relationships with other people. And this really looks at your internal capabilities, but also to understand what you think an external party should look like and best suited for you. Then we move down into the engagement phase, and down here we're into the partner selection. And as you can see, this is really just to set out the partner strategy, evaluate, get selection plans, and finally select the partner that you want to work with. Once we've done that, we then need to think about how we're going to work together. So this is really setting up the organizational aspect once we've selected the partner there, and really to understand how this will be governed. Clearly there needs to be a contract in place, and also we need to understand what the risks and develop our exit strategy, which is something that a lot of people forget about. The next part of this is really then moving into the value creation. If we're to do this, we need to be creating value all the time. So we really need to have an improvement team that looks at this. We need to have a value creation program on what the value drivers are, and be able to learn from lessons, not only from this project but other projects, and create an innovation process that helps us to develop and create sustainable value for both parties. And finally is really moving into the management aspect of really staying together. This is really making sure that the behavior and trust, and that we're delivering any issues are managed appropriately, that we have the right management structure, and we continue to innovate both at a product service level, but also in our creating value for both parties. And then finally is the exit strategy. Everything comes to an end at some stage, whether that's just the project's come to an end or whether somebody's taking over somebody else. You really need to have a clear joint exit strategy, so if something does change, you really do understand and know the rules of disengagement and how that will work. So if we now move on, we've also now created for you so that we can do this online with you, so that you can start creating and sharing and collaborating your BS 11,000 relationship management plan with other people. Here we can showing you each of these modules, the 3 phases, as to its application, whether it's mature or not. So here we've used D, where there's limited application. C is a low level of maturity, with also moving on to medium to high level maturity. And this really helps you to understand, and as things move forward, so each of these will move up hopefully into being all high level of maturity. We then have a look at this again from maybe when you're running a project, as to understand what status it's at with regards to your relationship management plan. So here we've put together a not started, in progress, complete and approved, so you can very quickly understand where you are with regards to your BS 11,000 journey. And then finally, everything costs. So here we can see which bucket of money this falls into on the estimated cost for running this. I've also introduced what kind of approvals need to be done for when it gets to these types of values. Again, when you're working collaboratively, having this limits of authority very clearly and visually displayed saves a lot of confusion and mistakes. But if we're going to move forward, here's a different view where we've now put it into a timeline. This is just laid out just so that you can see how we've done this. So you can actually see where things are occurring and at what status they're at. There's no relationship shown here, but you could also link this together to show relationships. So that's bringing us back to our final BS 11000. But one of the things that we do here that be of interest to you is how we do this in our workshops and training you online and helping you to develop your collaborative relationships. By doing this online, you don't have to save. You can save a lot of time and money. And for example, here we've shown the stage 3 internal assessment. So we upload content that you can use, templates that you can use, as you've just seen. And here I'm just going to quickly go through where we show the overview of the process. We align each of the key modules to the requirements within the BS clauses, the processes and the deliverables and the tools that you can use to actually carry this out. And then we go into much more detail of each of the points and what you need to do and how you can do that. And each of these workshops that we conduct can either be done at in an office workshop scenario or online, whichever you prefer to do. So hopefully that's of interest to you. If you want to improve your collaborative business relationships and think about being BS 11000 accredited, then please contact myself. I'm a BS 11000 accredited facilitator. You can contact me on the email, or call me on that number directly there, or just simply fill in the blue box below this video and we can have a chat and understand what you need what you would like to do. Okay, I hope that looks of interest for you, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.